Hi guys, Luetin here, and so this weekend Humble have their end of summer sale on. This means they've got quite a few games that are discounted. There's a ton more games than I've included in this video, but I thought it'd be helpful for some of you guys to just post a little selection from some of my thoughts. Many of these you will have seen before, but I continue to raise them because I know that many people maybe don't purchase them at the time and they're just waiting for that moment when they want to actually buy. So some of them you've seen before, some not. I just thought I'd throw this together to give you some advice. Okay, first up, Always Sometimes Monsters. This is a really curious little game. It's quite a sort of, I wouldn't say Japanese, but it's kind of more RPG style. It's got that kind of thing going on. It's very sort of morality based. It's very story based. Mangaminx has played this game a ton as well, and I've been having a little go with it. I haven't actually made any videos with it yet, but it's a really entertaining game. It's quite hilarious in places. It's quite dark in others, but I would definitely recommend checking this game out. For £1.74, you can't go far wrong. Okay, next we have the fantastic Company of Heroes 2. Now also I put Sega Genesis up in there as well because it's also got a massive discount. Company of Heroes is always just a really fantastic and enjoyable military game. It's great if you love those kind of RTS strategy stuff. And the Sega Genesis selection, if you click through on that when you're actually on the page, there's a ton of fantastic games there to play. So again, for the prices that you can see right there, it's just, you know, a no-brainer really. Valiant Hearts: The Great War. This is a game that I wanted forever when it first came out, and I just kind of didn't get around to it. But having actually purchased it and played it, it's a really amazing game. I love it. It's not the most complicated of games. In fact, in many ways, it's more of a story than maybe a game in some aspects. But it's a platformer in essence, but it has fantastic little historical moments. It's actually quite educational as a game as well, and the tone and the mood and the characters throughout are just done fantastically well. £3 is way cheaper than it should be going for. It's a really excellent game. Next up, the always fun Rayman. Rayman is, I love platformers. I'm a massive platformer fan. I'm a massive platformer flan, and Rayman is just one of the top ones up there. It's really awesome. It's hugely enjoyable. If you have a family and you have kids that play games, Rayman is an excellent game for kids. But if you're just like a solid platformer fan, it's fantastic as well. It's just hilarious and funny, and all round good. Gauntlet. Gauntlet is a bit of a classic, of course, but brought up to date. Now Gauntlet, when this one first came through, I wasn't totally sure if I was going to like it, but it's actually really enjoyable. And in fact, it's enjoyable both as a single player and as a multiplayer, because of course you can play with friends up to 4 online, but you can play it single as well. And I have to say, like, it's challenging single, it's challenging when you've got friends with you as well. So again, for the money, £3.74, this is a bargain. I would definitely get this if you have people to play with, or if you just want to revisit a classic game brought up to date. This War of Mine Deluxe Edition. I think they probably do have the standard edition on a sale as well, but the deluxe edition does just get you some extra bits and pieces. This game is beautiful, it's amazing, and to be honest, it's a shame that there aren't more games out there like this. I really love this game, and I can't recommend it enough. So it's only 50% off, but I think, to be honest, that's still a fantastic saving. And the dev and the people that sort of produce the game have a lot to do with some charities and stuff, so it's well worth your support. City Skylines, 33% off. I haven't really seen Skylines ever have a discount higher than 33% off, and to be quite honest, I think it'd be insulting if it was. £15, I think that's probably what I paid about for it. To be honest, when this game first came out, I thought it was cheap even then. You could double and triple this and it would still be worth the money. So for £15, you absolutely cannot go wrong. If you haven't purchased this already, you should own it because it's just endlessly enjoyable. Shelter. Shelter is a beautiful indie game. It's all about sort of taking care with the sort of creatures and characters within it. I have both these games, and yeah, it's absolutely worth getting. It's a very kind of emotive story, and I say it's got, it's an indie game. It's got a lot of that kind of indie quality going on there. So if you like those kind of indie games and you want to try it out, I'd just do some, look at it, research it. It's a good game. Brothers, Tale of Two Sons. This is, I think, well known as being a really worthwhile purchase. It's just a very enjoyable narrative game, a bit of a platformer-esque vibe going on with it, I suppose. But again, for the money, 80%, £2.59, you really can't go wrong with this game. It's just another one of those great sort of narrative situations that you're going to be able to just find some time to play in between other things. So it's a guaranteed, it's a good one to sort of put in there. Nom Nom Galaxy will have seen me playing. This game is hilariously insane. It's got 80% off, which means it's £1.29. So if you want a completely batshit, upside down, crazy game to go with, then get this. Pixel Junk makes some hilariously crazy games, and this is no exception by quite a wide margin. I have to say, like I said the other day, when I started getting back into it, in a way I was like, oh, this is a bit frustrating and tedious in places. But then once you start to get into it, it can be quite addictive and enjoyable and rewarding. So I'd say give it a go. Insurgency, 75% off, £2.74. If you love FPS games, out of the sort of non-mainstream titles, I would say Insurgency is definitely one to get. It's really unforgiving, it's quite hardcore, it's quite serious, and it's quite tactical. But for £2.74, like I keep saying, you know, you really can't go wrong for that money. So if you're looking for a new little FPS game to play around other things, and you play with maybe some friends for some tactical squad action, definitely go with this game. And the final jewel in the crown, the cherry on the top, FTL Advanced Edition. I put this in every single time because you should just own it. 75%, £1.49. Come on, that's just insulting. This game is awesome and amazing, and I could literally play it any time. It's absolutely fantastic, it's brutal, and you should own it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Drop your thoughts and maybe your own selections. If you have some other ones out that you want to shout out for other people, drop the links below as well in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you next time for some more game reviews or whatever it is I'm playing on the channel here on Luetingaming. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.